Hi, my name is Lawanda, and I'm here to do my third presentation. It's called Nonverbal Communication and Persuasion. Um, Based on my outline, I'll start with my introduction, go through and define deception, and then I'll also define the deceiver. I chose to speak about the deception indicators and finding out through the text for this course. There are several ways to tell that a person is actually lying or purposely trying to deceive you when based on whatever they're trying to do or manipulate in a situation. I found out that I did an I did a PowerPoint presentation here, and I'll start by speaking on deception. And what it says is that it's the act of causing someone to accept as true or valid what is false or invalid. The act of deceiving, resorting to falsehood and deception, use deception to leak the class. Oh well, the lack of condition of being deceived, and then it says a trick. So, and then that's by the deceiver, which is an individual who actually tells the lie. So that's what the deception and the deceiver is. And then I found out through the text also in the course that there's different types of training that can take place to identify when one is trying to deceive or lie, tell a lie. There's the human lie detectors, though there's training for that. There's training in the law enforcement, and that's when the police do an interview. Also, the polygraph test. That's the test that's used based on a numerical system or some type of system where you attach this machine to a person's body, and through through their gestures, through their heart rate, and those different type of things, you're able to determine if they're deceiving or if they're telling the truth. There are low stake indicators that I found out also of deception. What they're the vocal cues, the eye behaviors, and gestures. I broke those high stakes and low stake indicators down. And these are the low stake indicators of deception: the pausing, the hesitation, the sentence changing, word renditions, intruding sounds, rapid speaking rate, vocal nervousness, voice voice tensions, or stress. There's eye behaviors, meaning looking away. There's the averted gaze. Also, there's the body gestures, touching face and body, and then smiling. And then there are also the high stake indicators of deception, which are a lot of these are similar to the low stake, but you also have the eye contact duration. You have overall vocal, facial, and body nervousness. You have eye movement. You have defensive gestures. Now, the thing with this that's different, it says defensive. So I guess that means that this is a higher level of deception, and a person may tend to become defensive based on what they may be asked. Just say, for instance, in a police interview, their posture shifts, they have hand and leg movement. There's the number of uhs when asking a question, their speaking rate, and then the number of smiles and stutters. That's the difference also from the low stakes and the high stakes of the stutters, and then the time pauses. So it's all the same pretty much, but it seems like there's an intensity when it comes to the high stake indicators. And then also you have a level of anxiety with the low stakes. and their consequences are not severe, so they have a tendency, to I guess the consequences are not severe, and then the deception occurs for a short time period. Now, on the other hand, on the high stakes, there's high anxiety, and there's a high level of anxiety due to the consequences, and that could be like if when you're being interviewed by the police for whatever, maybe a crime, your consequences will cause you to the consequences that that you may have can cause you to have more anxiety, and then it's the concealment of the afflictions that from friends and family, and that could be alcoholism or drug addiction and things like that, where you deceive people. So that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about was the nonverbal deception indicators. And from this lesson, I hope that we can learn to identify more with people that are being deceptive. Thank you.